P. Chandra Prakash Rao, lecturer in chemistry, Government Degree College, Lakshapet. Today class, hydroxyl compounds, that is alcohols and phenols. Today I am going to discuss about the nomenclature of alcohols, phenols, classification of alcohols, properties of alcohols, that is physical state, boiling points, solubility, acidity of alcohols, and reactions of alcohols, especially reaction with sodium, oxidation, esterification, halogenation, dehydration, formation of ether. Now, there is a reactions of phenols and test and distinguish of alcohols, uses of alcohols and phenols. So, alcohols means organic compounds containing hydroxyl functional group, that is OH functional group. Those compounds are known as alcohols. Phenols means aromatic ring having directly bonded with the OH group. Those compounds are known as phenols. Now, we are going to discuss about the nomenclature of alcohols. According to IUPAC rules, select the longest carbon chain rule. If there is a carbon bonded with the OH group, that those compounds are known as alcohols and end with the OL. For example, the alkane, instead of E, you can write OL. For example, methane, that is CH4. One of the H replaced by OH group, that is the methanol. This is the longest continuous chain that contains hydroxyl group. Here, the longest chain having 4 carbon atoms, and the middle carbons, one of the carbon having OH group, another carbon a substituent methyl group. The numbering given from lowest carbon of the functional group. Here CH3, CHOH, CHCS3, this OH group is at second carbon. So you can write 3-methyl butane 2-ol. This is the IUPAC of this compound. There is a OH group in the second carbon. So numbering from 1, 2, 3, 4. The third carbon having a substituent methyl group. We can write the IUPAC name of this compound is 3-methyl but 2-ol. Another one, the length of the chain, there is a 5 carbons. One of the methyl group is substituent. The functional group at a second carbon. Now we can write the name of this compound 3-methyl pentane, 2-ol. Now, nomenclature of alcohols containing two different functional groups. Alcohol containing double and triple bonds use the OL suffix after the alkene and alkyne names. So, we can choose which one is senior, which one is junior. If the senior group is suffix, junior group is prefix. One of the example, here there is a double bond and functional group OH is there. So, the numbering start from senior group to at lowest carbon atom. Here, in the second carbon there is a OH group is there, and fourth carbon there is a double bond is there. So, double bond is a junior group, OH is the senior group. We can write the name of this compound is 4-pentene, 2-ol. 4-pentene means at the fourth carbon double bond. 2-ol means at second carbon there is a OH group is present. Another example, there is a carboxylic functional group and OH group is there. These are two OH and carboxylic, these two are the functional groups, but COOH group is the senior group, OH group is this junior group. In this case, so OH is, you can write suffix, you can write prefix, and COH, that is a suffix. Now, if there is a junior group, we can write hydroxy. If OH is senior group, we can write OL-ol. Now, on this example, 3-hydroxybutanoic acid. 3-hydroxybutanoic acid. Now, another one is the nomenclature of phenols. So, here the terms of ortho, meta and para. Ortho means 1,2-disubstituted, meta means 1,3-disubstituted, para means 1,4-disubstituted. According to UPSC, 2-bromophenol, but common name is orthobromophenol. 3-nitrophenol, common name is metanitrophenol. 4-ethylphenol, common name is para-ethylphenol. Now, phenol may be monohydric, dihydric or trihydric according to the number of hydroxyl group present in the benzene ring. Here one of the example, benzene having 2 hydroxyl groups, but positions are indifferent. We can write benzene 1,3-diol, benzene 1,4-diol, benzene 1,2,3-triol. Now, classification of alcohols according to the type of carbonyl carbon atom. So, carbonyl carbon atom means the OH group directly bonded with carbon. There is a primary alcohols, secondary alcohols, tertiary alcohols. OH group attached to the primary carbon atom, those compounds are known as primary alcohols. OH group attached to the secondary carbon atom, those are secondary alcohols. OH group attached to tertiary carbon atom, those are tertiary alcohols. So, alcohols are 3 types. There is primary, secondary, tertiary. The OH group bonded carbon is primary, that is primary alcohol. The OH bonded carbon is secondary, that is secondary alcohol. The OH bonded carbon is tertiary, that is tertiary alcohol. One of the examples, primary and tertiary, secondary and tertiary, ethanol is a primary alcohol, 2-butanol is a secondary alcohol, 2-methyl 2-propanol, that is a tertiary alcohol. Now polyhydroxy alcohols. Polyhydroxy means more than 2 or more than 2 hydroxyl groups attached to the different carbon atoms, that is known as polyhydroxy compounds. For example, that is a monohydroxy, that means one OH group per molecule, dihydroxy, 2 OH groups per molecule, trihydroxy, 3 OH groups per molecule. So here the number of hydroxy, depending upon number of hydroxyl groups, they can classify into monohydroxy, dihydroxy and trihydroxy. So for example, monohydroxy, ethyl alcohol is a monohydroxy. Dihydroxy, there is a glycols, ethylene glycol, and a trihydroxy, there is a glycerols. Polyhydroxy, mannitol and sorbitols are the polyhydroxy compounds. Now we are going to discuss about the physical properties of the alcohols. Now the alcohols, highly branched alcohols are solids, low branched alcohols are the liquids. Methanol is a liquid, ethanol a liquid. Now higher alcohols, highly carbonated alcohols are the solids at room temperature. Now what is the boiling points? Boiling points, the alcohols are boiling points are higher than alkynes and chloroalkanes and similar relative molecular mass of the molecules. For example, ethyl alcohol, the mass is 46. Propane, the mass is 44. Methyl chloride, the mass is 55.5. But the boiling point of ethyl alcohol is 78 degrees centigrade. The boiling point of propane is minus 42 degrees centigrade. And the boiling point of methyl chloride is minus 24 degrees centigrade. So what is the reason? The boiling point of alcohols is more comparatively a similar mass of the other molecules because of there is a intermolecular hydrogen bonding. Due to the intermolecular hydrogen bonding, there is the two alcohol molecules having hydrogen bond. Due to this nature, they are having more and more boiling point the other similar mass of the molecules. Now solubility of the alcohols in water. Lower alcohols soluble in water because of it forms hydrogen bond with the water molecules. But number of carbon increases, the solubility decreases because of the organic nature increases, the solubility decreases. Higher alcohols insoluble in water, but lower alcohols soluble in water. OH group is hydrophilic, but alkyl group is hydrophobic. So the alkyl group increases, solubility decreases. That means lower alcohols soluble in water, higher alcohols insoluble in water. Now there is a the branches increases, solubility of alcohols decreases. Phenols is sparingly soluble in the water. Now acidity of alcohols and phenols. Alcohol is weakly acidic. Alcohol dissolved in water, it forms alkoxide ion. So there is a weak acid. For example, ethyl alcohol in water, it forms ethoxide ion. So there is these are the less acidic. But an acidity of phenols is more than alcohols and water because of phenol dissolved in water, it loses proton, it forms phenoxide ion. The phenoxide ion is stabilized with resonance, but in case of alcohols there is no resonance. Due to this reason, phenols are stronger acids than alcohols and water. So reactions of alcohols, that is reaction with sodium, oxidation, esterification, halogenation and chloroform reactions, dehydration, formation of ether. So reaction with sodium, that is the alcohol reaction with sodium, it forms sodium alkoxide. Sodium alkoxide. So here ethyl alcohol reaction with sodium, it forms sodium ethoxide. The reactivity order is methyl group is more reactive towards the sodium, then after primary alcohols, secondary and tertiary. So tertiary alcohols with sodium somewhat difficult, but primary alcohols with sodium easily react with sodium metal to form sodium alkoxides. Now oxidation. Primary alcohols on oxidation, aldehydes. Secondary alcohols on oxidation, ketones. And the oxidation is the depending upon the nature of the oxidizing agent. Some of the oxidizing agents are weak and some of the oxidizing agents are strong. For example, pyridinium chlorochromate, that is PCC. The primary alcohol in presence of PCC, primary alcohol is converted to aldehydes. Primary alcohol in presence of copper or chromium oxide in presence of pyridine, the final product is aldehyde. Chromium oxide with pyridine is known as Collins reagent. These are the weak oxidizing agents. Now potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate is strong oxidizing agent. Primary alcohols in presence of potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate, the final product is carboxylic acids. That means primary alcohols weak oxidizing agent, that is PCC, pyridinium chlorochromate or copper in presence of pyridine, the primary alcohols is converted to aldehydes. But in the presence of potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate, the primary alcohols are converted to carboxylic acids. Now for example, there is one of the example hexanol. Hexanol means there are 6 carbons. The first carbon bonded with OH group in presence of PCC, pyridinium chlorochromate, that is hexanol. Hexanol is converted to hexanol, that is OH group is converted to aldehyde group. But in case of potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate, the OH group is converted to carboxyl group, that is hexanoic acid. One hexanol in presence of potassium dichromate or potassium permanganate, it converted to hexanoic acid. Now we are going to discuss about the secondary alcohols. The secondary alcohols in presence of potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate, it converted to ketone. So here primary alcohols gives on carboxylic acids, but in secondary alcohols gives with potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate ketones. But in case of tertiary alcohols with potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate, there is no reaction. Now, for example, 2-butanol. 2-butanol means but means 4 carbons. These are in straight chain. The second carbon is bonded with OH group, that is 2-butanol, on reaction with potassium permanganate or potassium dichromate. So the product is 2-butanone. That means the OH group of the carbon is converted to ketonic carbon. Now another one is esterification. So ester means alcohols react with acids in presence of acidic media. The product is ester. For example, ethyl alcohol react with acetic acid in presence of an acidic media. The final product is ethyl acetate. So ethyl alcohol loses proton and acetic acid loses OH. So the byproduct is water. One of the another example, methanol and react with benzoic acid in presence of acid, that is mineral acid. So the final product is methyl benzoate. So in the esterification process, the final product is ester, the byproduct is the water. Next one is the halogenation. Now alcohols react with the halo acids. Halo acids means HCl, HBr, HI is the halo acids. Alcohol react with the halo acids. The product is alkyl halides. For example, ethyl alcohol react with the HBr in presence of acid. The product is ethyl bromide. So the reactivity of halo acids are, the order is like this: HI greater than HBr greater than HCl. That means HI react easily with alcohols and HCl is somewhat difficult. And reactivity of alcohols also with halo acids. Tertiary alcohol is more reactive than secondary alcohol than primary alcohols. Now reaction with PCl3 and PCl5. Here the alcohols react with PCl3 or PCl5. The final product is alkyl halides, that is alkyl chloride. Now we are going to discuss about the PCl3. Alcohol react with PCl3. The final product is alkyl chloride. The byproduct is H3PO3. For example, CS3CH2OH, that is ethyl alcohol, react with PCl3. The final product is CS3CH2Cl, that is chloroethane. The byproduct is H3PO3. Now another one is a PCl5. Alcohol react with PCl5. It forms chloroalkane. The byproducts are POCl3 plus HCl. For example, ethyl alcohol react with PCl5. The product is chloroethane. The byproducts are the POCl3 plus HCl. HCl in the form of white fumes. Now dehydration. Dehydration means a removal of water molecule. So alcohols react with concentrated sulfuric acid. You know, sulfuric acid is a good dehydrating agent. Alcohol react in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid at 170 degrees centigrade. The product is alkene. So that is a removal of water molecule in presence of sulfuric acid. The reaction proceeds are followed Sergeff rule. So what is the Sergeff rule? So more substituted compounds are more stable, less substituted compounds are less stable. Here the greatest number of substituents attached to the double bonded carbon, that means more substituted. According to Sergeff rule, 2-butanol means in straight chain there is a 4 carbon atoms. The second carbon bonded with OH group. In presence of sulfuric acid, 1-butene and 2-butene. 1-butene is the minor product, 2-butene is the major product. Because of 1-butene they having only one substituent, but 2-butene they having two substituents. So alcohols on dehydration, the product is alkene. The dehydration takes place in presence of sulfuric acid. The temperature is 170 degrees centigrade. So the reactivity of alcohols towards hydration, secondary greater than tertiary greater than secondary greater than primary. So the tertiary alcohol easily loses water molecule comparatively primary alcohols. For example, here ethyl alcohol in presence of concentrated sulfuric acid at 170 degrees centigrade, the resultant product is ethylene. Another one is the cyclohexanol in presence of phosphoric acid. The temperature is 165 to 170 degrees centigrade. The final product is cyclohexene. Now another one dehydration agent is alumina, that is Al2O3. Ethyl alcohol in presence of Al2O3, the final product is ethylene. That is ethyl alcohol means CH3CH2OH. In presence of alumina Al2O3, the final product is CH2 double bond CH2, that is C2H4. Now formation of ethers, that is a Williamson synthesis. So Williamson synthesis, that is it involves the SN2 mechanism. You know, SN2 mechanism means bimolecular nucleophilic substitution reactions. Bimolecular substitution reactions, that is the alcohol on react with alkyl halides. The final product is dialkyl ether. Here one of the alkyl group must be primary, another one may be primary, secondary or tertiary. So the alkoxide is made up adding of sodium potassium, that is sodium alkoxide or potassium alkoxide, react with alkyl halide, that is the ether. For example, sodium ethoxide. Sodium ethoxide means CS3CH2ONA react with ethyl chloride, that is C2H5Cl. The product is diethyl ether. Byproduct is sodium chloride. So this is the most important method of the preparation of ether, that is the Williamson synthesis. Now another examples, there is cyclohexanol and react with sodium. The product is ethoxycyclohexane. So here there is this is the most important for the preparations of Williamson's synthesis. Okay, thank you.